Now, here's the interesting thing. So, in summation, like we have the first use of tongues. It was in the book of Acts, where the disciples were all under one accord, and cloven tongues of fire descended upon their heads, and they began to speak in other tongues. They say that that's glossolalia, that this is like a unknown language, and they start speaking these utterances and convulsing and jumping around, things like that. If you look at the Bible, and every single time that it was given, it is not like they even said it right then and there. Aren't these Galileans? How is it that we hear them in our own language? Mm-hmm. So what we're seeing is an undoing of what happened in the Tower of Babel. In the Tower of Babel, God confused languages. And so what we're seeing is the Holy Spirit is coming back, and it's undoing that which would originally happen. So we have these Galileans now that they are speaking, and the people are hearing, and they are understanding, because the key thing is understanding. In Corinthians, the Corinthians had a huge problem with people just going out and going in front of the congregation and speaking whatever, and nobody understood what they said. If you're speaking, no, you're speaking to the air. So what's the point if you can't understand? And so throughout the Bible, throughout the book of Acts, and every time that the spirit of the gift of tongues has been presented, it's for the key of understanding, whether it is hearing it and understanding or speaking it so that others could understand. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you look at footage online, YouTube, you look at Kundalini yoga. If you look that up and you put it side by side in some of these charismatic churches, you wouldn't be able to distinguish which one is Christian, because they are doing the exact same thing.
As far as the utterances, or
the utterances, the convulsions, throwing themselves on the ground, everything, it's identical. But for them, they are unlocking chakras. For the Christians, they're receiving the Holy Spirit. Look, there's an important thing that the Satan is here. He's the author of confusion, and so I think that Satan has planted an egg in the church, a cuckoo bird egg in the church, thinking that this is a gift of the Spirit. The gift of tongues exists. Mm-hmm. It's for the edification of the gospel. This is not a necessity to have this gift to be saved or to say that you are one